Okay, first things first today. Well, what's on the list still? Why is that not scrolling properly? Oh, wait. Nostrils around mostly demonstrating some rotation quirks. Yeah, I'm beginning to doubt though how I've implemented all this kind of nudging of the trunk stuff. Beginning to doubt it. Then maybe I should just accept what I've got and not waste time. It works, but how am I doing it? I'm like... Does the shifting happen? Creates shift nostrils. Which is a round, rigid create movement, phase 3. Create shift nostrils, phase 1. And then we do rigid motion, creates shift nostrils. Right, so that transfers create movement to nostrils. This is movement caused by shifting of the nostrils. Right, stop shifting if moving into a stationary dynamic. We failed to push. Shift is extending the trunk. Shift is retracting the trunk. I feel like I could have done this in a much nicer way using the existing rigid create movements. Basically. I think I'm going to try and do it. Where does marker shifting show up? There, of course, and then in the earlier rigid crate where we cause it. That's all right. But then surely also when I push, no, okay. Okay, shifting. I'm gonna give it another go. Make this simpler, hopefully. That's still true. We do want to eventually detach the thing if it's attached at the end of everything. All of that can be commented out. I'm so glad you can put comments around comments in Puzzle Script. That's such a nice feature. Okay, so my thinking is, why not just do transfer create movement to nostrils in the rigid motion? And then this will happen for free. And then I just have to do this later. Right? I think so. Rigid create movement 1, transfer movement from nostril. And I'm like sort of already doing it. Transfer movement from nostril to creates when nudged. Movement from nostril to creates when retracting. No, so that's the opposite way round. Okay. Movement from nostril to creates when nudged. And I'm thinking of adding in transfer movement. These. Hopefully I don't have a really bad hay fever day. Transfer motion from crates to nostrils. Okay, what was it doing? Transfer motion from crates to nostrils. I need to make sure this doesn't go back and forth effectively. So what do I do? Well, so whenever I do this, I put, oh, what's this do? Okay, this is when I nudge the nostrils, or when a crate nudges the nostrils. Do I want to treat that the same way? A dynamic can only nudge the nostrils directly if the nostril is already offset from its like normal starting position. I think that's true. What's the point of all this? I have a complete set of movement, okay. What does marker shifting represent? It represents motion of the nostrils that is independent of retracting or expanding, which is fine. I can represent all of that in marker shifting, yes. I think so. Okay. That's probably fine. If I want to transfer motion from crates to nostrils, then I need to do this. Though it shouldn't be crate, should it? I mean, it probably should be crates. Definitely mixing like dynamic and crates up here. Let's just stick with crate for now. We'll fix things up later. Okay, so up, right, down, left. This should transfer that, and then the thing has marker shifting. Marker shifting implies that how do I make sure it doesn't need to come back through? It doesn't need to come back through. Because also when I nudge nostrils, they start shifting. But then I do need the motion to come through the nostrils into the crate. But I don't need that. Don't need that when I've already gone that way. Okay, that's a weird case. I just need to have another marker. Or can I use something to represent? What if I put an action on the marker shifting? Action means movement that's already transferred via the nostrils. So similarly, here on the way out, we should only do it on the way out if there's already no marker shifting at all. Okay. And we add an action marker shifting. Then if we transfer, so then in this case, we want a marker shifting. Ooh, this doesn't actually look for marker shifting. Why not? I guess it should expect to have it. Why can't I just use the movement to represent the marker shifting? Because it might represent retracting. Yeah. So this should only happen if marker shifting is there, I'm pretty sure. Marker shifting. Transfer movement from nostril to crates when nudged. Nostrils up. If there's a stationary marker shifting. And we want to do that transfer. But I can just do it based on whether the dynamic's moving already or not. Yeah, okay, I'm being silly. I just remove all of those now. I might as well have that, no marker shifting, because I'm going to add it. I don't need the action. Okay. Well, the other thing is that I make the nostrils be moving, so it's stationary nostril shift. Maybe that's enough. I feel like I'm mixing up. Let's do both. Stationary nostril shift. Nostrils left, sorry. Stationary nostrils down, stationary up, stationary nostrils right. Then similarly here, it's only we go that way if the dynamic is still stationary. Then we make it moving. So that sounds good. Okay. These need to be two different bits of logic. The thing's been nudged. We know the nostrils are moving a certain way. So this just transfers moving from the nostrils to moving on the dynamic. What does this do? Moving on the marker retracting, moving on the dynamic. Eventually this could be reduced if those two types of movements weren't represented differently. Okay. That sounds reasonable. So then if anything here fails to move, including the nostril, then this all gets cancelled. It shouldn't be able to move because nostrils are on different layers. That's not true. Nostrils could move. Would nostrils be on the same layer as this? Right now, I don't think. Feels like they probably should be though. So there's that. What about the other bits that I commented out? So that would be that bit that I commented out. That's no longer necessary. And then there's this bit, which is the stop shifting is moving into a stationary dynamic where we fail to push. So I probably don't need this anymore because it's now in the rigid thing. I don't think I need that anymore. Then this is the like actually removing stuff. Yeah. Removing or extending or retracting the trunk depending on the shifting that's happening. Now the problem is there a problem? I mean, okay, so no, I do still need this because they're on different layers. Okay, so actually maybe this can all stay the same. Let's see what happens now if I run this. That stuff all works. Okay, cool. This. Cool. Down a bit further. That works. That works but shouldn't work. That's okay. That works and should work. If I go down here and push that way, that works. Wow, okay, I'm quite surprised that this is working as well as it is. If I go down here, that's wrong. That's just a basic if I get rid of this thing. This is definitely becoming nicer code. Okay, so that's just a basic. If I attach, around here and push this. No, that works. Oh no. What on earth is just happening? Or maybe it's in the second part of the rotation. So first part of rotation, it works. Second part of rotation does not. Okay, that is all it is. Which I expected. Cool. So So second part of the motion basically is exactly the same. I think I can actually get rid of this. So this one needs the same. That's the rotation applying the thing. Transfer motion to nostrils. The motion to nostrils. That's that bit. Dynamic nostrils. No marker retracting, right? It's the same thing. Yeah. Should put that same quote in the other one. Comment, I mean. So then transfer motion from crates to nostrils. Transfer movement from nostrils to crates when nudged. That should already be there. Yeah. Just adding this in, basically. Then adding the check. We need the check. I haven't got the check there. Let's see how this goes. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that works well. That feels like much nicer code. We don't have a third rigid body thing going on. That can go as well. Much nicer. Back to only 2 phases of rigid body movements. So I need to double check what. So if you are here, make your weird shape, I guess. That. And this. So if I nudge this upwards. Oh, what about this? Yeah, that works as well. Nice. And that happens. That's good. That's exactly what should happen. And if I come over here and then walk backwards, nothing happens. Good. If I push these out of the way and then do this, that's fine. We should be able to rotate, but that's a known thing. That's bad. Okay. That's the same bug I just saw. 23. Well, 023. Then bug 023 as well. Nostril moves onto trunk. That shouldn't be allowed. Okay. Okay, so that all seems to be good. I wanted to test though also what happens when this is short. Okay. So what I'm thinking should happen is that I should be able to nudge this once. That's fine. Then nudge it again, and this time will nudge all of the things. Oh, that's the problem. Okay. Why is motion not transferring from that to that? Is it just when doing a certain type of rotation, or doing all types of rotation? All types, okay. So that should be easy to fix though. Rigid movement phase 1. Here it is. So well, yeah, the problem is just that I'm just never making the nostril move thing. Also motion to nostrils, but I don't have back. Nostrils are not a dynamic, right? No. Should they be? what happens if I make them a dynamic. This is probably going to mess everything up. This is going to error, right? No error. Cool. Now that works as expected. But have I broken everything else in the process? What if I go up and push you? I can't. That makes sense. I should do. That shouldn't be allowed. Maybe I shouldn't make nostrils dynamic and just treat them as a special case. Yeah, okay. Just another one of these, but the other way around. Nostrils, stationary dynamic. Dynamic. Stick that in the other one as well. But with that in there. Oh, I messed something up there. How did that get there? Okay, so yeah. There, okay, that works fine. And that's perfect. And then if I go up and push this down that way, can't, because the trunk in the way. If I go down a bit further though, no trunk in the way, go up to this, yep, cool. Should also be able to do this, yep. Yep. Then pull. Cool. All good. All right. So bug is that nostril moves onto trunk. So if I disconnect the two, is it from disconnecting? I guess it was. Yeah. I disconnect the two, so let's extend you back up again. And disconnect you by doing this. Oh, so right now, maybe that's good. Maybe I shouldn't be able to slip the thing off the thing. Like, well, I don't have a good use for it. Yeah. Really have a good use for it, do I? Maybe it should be impossible to slip you. In which case, I've simplified things. That shouldn't work. I'm 16 hours into this jam. Still not even halfway though. Okay, it will be halfway in 8 hours. Okay. I'd like to be done with mechanics soon. So I think I'm going to stick with this. You can't decouple the thing from the... It's just much nicer. It's much nicer to work with. I'm just going to play around with this a little bit then. It does exactly what I expect. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's right. Oh, should I not pull one more? No, they should not pull one. Should it? No. Right, yep, okay. Side. Why it would be different? Well, I'll double check anyway. But this will be different. This will let me, yeah, this will let me sneak into that space. Oh, no, same situation. How do I make that happen? Oh, if I was like here with this. I can sneak into there. Can't. Has to very specifically be this way around. Yeah. Whoa. Fun. Cool. Let me just do that. So nudging nostrils around is just like not really a thing because they can't disconnect anymore. That's not a thing anymore. Okay, rotation could happen. That's still a thing. So if I connect onto there, and I put this, does it not just happen if I do? Can't nudge that way. Okay. You stop blocking the path. No, that lets me move. Problem is if I nudge where the thing is, I think. I do this, I go, this. Well, that shouldn't be allowed. That's good, okay. I want you to go away. That shouldn't be allowed. That should be allowed. That's right. Okay, maybe everything's good actually. Except that. Effectively, I want to treat the nostril as a cancelling point. Rotation. So what's happening there is the first motion is applying to the thing. Yeah, okay, first motion is applying to that, it's like, okay, that's fine, so that's going to move. But what it doesn't know is that there's going to be trunk left there. Okay, so I just need to factor that into the rotation logic. Which is like, where? Here, rotation trunk check. Effectively, if there's a nostril on the halfway point, we want to disallow this. That's not totally true. It's if there's a nostril and it would leave trunk behind. Because I do want this to be okay. Yes. And I should rotate in that process. Okay, so we do still have this book. That is allowed and should be allowed, and I should rotate. Back to when that was up. That is allowed but shouldn't be allowed and shouldn't rotate, which I don't rotate, so that's fine. Okay, 2 cases to solve. And then I'm done with the movement logic, that's it. Yeah. Sort of. So pushing that. Okay, so fundamentally, what's the problem here? The problem here is that we're applying the motion, and it's going, oh, I can't do the second part of the motion, the rotation. So it's like, okay, well, in which case, we're going to cancel the rotation. But it thinks the first part went fine. First part shouldn't have gone fine. First part should not have gone fine, because there's going to be trunk after the move. The only time that nudging the nostril is fine is if, in a rotation, is if there's not going to be trunk after nudging, which will never happen if I can no longer disconnect the thing. Except on the other side, yes, okay, hold on. No, so what matters is whether in that space there's a trunk going that way. If there was a trunk going that way, that would mean there's a trunk going that way, that would mean this is okay. Do I just want to look for that trunk? Is that what I should do? Trunk going that way, this is okay, and it should happen. Otherwise, it's not okay, we should not move anything. Okay. Maybe I can just do a special check for this. Special check for rotating into nostrils. When do we apply the motion to the nostril? 273. Straight away here. The motion to nostrils and back. I only want to do it if directions are good. Oh no, but that's just in general dynamics. Oh no. If I apply this here, I want it to not apply if that's not a valid rotation effectively. Ooh, that's nasty. That is really nasty. So why doesn't that work? What is it that prevents it from working? The fact that just there's trunk there and therefore I can't move into the trunk. Yeah, that is all it is. Problem is the time at which I apply this motion is different in this situation. Oh, no. Also, what happens on the, if I come down this way and I do it on the second part of the swing, go to hold. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe I just, okay. Remove motion if it's an invalid rotation. On nostrils if it's from an invalid rotation. Bit of a special case, sadly. So, if we've got a face moving into a nostrils, and then so I want to remove it if, I want to allow it only if there's a thing there. I want to remove it if there's no, okay, so this is directional, of course. So upwards if there's no down. We'll just keep everything moving, except we'll doesn't get any movement. Yeah. Marker shifting as well. Remove the marker shifting. Okay. Right. Down. Left. Face. Nostril. So it's just change that to be the opposite. Up. Right. See how that goes. Get you out of the way. You there. Yeah. Well, looping lots in the rule group. I mean, it stopped the thing, so maybe that's okay. That is fine. Okay, that's nice. If I come over here and do that, why do we end up looping a lot? Oh, because we end up applying it. Let's just remove the motion from the face, I guess. Is that okay? Oh. Okay, no loop anymore. It's fine. That's fine. Not fine. That's fine. That's now fine. Yeah. I can unwind this entirely manually. Yep. I'm just chasing myself around. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's correct. Oh, it's the one situation where you can end up with a right angle. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with that stuff. Woohoo! Except no, because I haven't done it in the second part of the rotation. Do I do this and then nudge you down, which I now can't do. I can do it like this. So I've got space to stand next to you. Do this. That doesn't work. How about this? That doesn't work. That should work. Okay, what's going on there? As for movement from, so that should just be this case. Remove, but this should not remove that motion. With the face, going into nostrils upwards, mark shifting on it, no trunk door down. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Have I? Hold on. This is the cancelling state. So there's no trunk door down, so we cancel. We need both. Hold on. In this case, we're moving upwards. And I want to allow this because there's an upwards thing. I want to cancel it if there's no upwards thing. Yeah. I think if I do both, I'm good. No trunk door up. No trunk door right. No trunk door down. No trunk door left. So this should still work. No, that shouldn't work. That's good. What should work there? Only if... Well, this should work. Yep. This should work. Yep. This should work. Yep. We should rotate. We're not rotating. That's okay. We can fix that in a second. This should work, but this won't work. Yep. Okay. That's good. Oh. Okay. So it's all good. It's just okay. Secondary rotation. Secondary rotation needs fixing. That one's fine. Secondary rotation needs fixing, and we need to rotate after a primary rotation. Okay. Why do we not rotate after the primary rotation? Let's fix that first. Probably because of the rotation check thing that happens here. Rotation trunk check. It's seeing a trunk there. Right. It's seeing a trunk there and going, well, there's a trunk there. We can't rotate. That trunk is actually moving out of the way. Indeed. So, where is it that I check? Case 1 space adjacent to face. Yes, this is where I check that. So if there's a trunk in that space, we remove the movement from the face. And if we have a stationary face, then we remove the player. That makes sense. So if we have, what I want to say is, don't remove the motion from the face if the trunk that's there is a moving nostril. Yep. Yep. So if we have a face with a marker rotating, and there's a trunk but it's on nostrils, and no marker previous draw, it couldn't ever be that, but I'll put it there anyway. Then we don't remove anything. I need to somehow say this is okay to skip the next thing. I guess I could just put an action on something, like say action marker rotating, stationary marker rotating. So that if I do, what was it? It was, I first push it down. Okay. And then I go over here and I do this. I still don't rotate, why not? I'm expecting 3772 to be happening. Not 373 is happening. Why is 372 not happening? Oh, because I'm, okay, oops. On that side. Action. Okay. That'll be better. This is such an edge case. Okay. Up here we go. We'll push this down. Come around, back around here. Okay, we still rotate. Nice. Double check this still works. That does still work. Okay. Very nice. Cool. So we fixed the rotation bug. What was the other bug? Oh no. Why didn't I write it down? There was another bug to do with, oh, okay. The other bug is just that I haven't yet implemented, not a bug, it's just I haven't yet this. Okay, that should work. Okay, be right back. Okie dokie. So, nudging the thing on the second half of the rotation shouldn't be difficult. Rotation phase 1. Rotation trunk check. But if we can rotate. And then... which is going to have to change, because I think that's part of the problem here is that this rotation trunk check will be saying we can't. Which is easy enough to fix. But I'm not yet exerting the motion on there, am I? Ooh, okay. When does that happen? When do I put the motion? Phase 2, cancel rotation if object in space being rotated into is not able to move. Drawing rotation phase. It's drawing. Rotation phase 3, place marker to go wedge function rotate 2. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. When do I actually do the... thing? Because this works. Yeah. When does that happen? This is me figuring out if I can move. Stop rotation. Then rigid crate movement phase 2 happens. Movement caused by the end of the rotation. Right, it's right here. It's this stuff. Like backwards motion to dynamic object next to elephants. Okay. So I want that to apply here as well. Okay, the problem is just that it's not dynamic. Not dynamic at all. Transfer motion to nostril. Okay. So how does this work in the one that I've just modified? Okay, so in that case, there is a dynamic thing going on. In this case, there's not, so I sort of have to do a special case, I think. Apply backwards motion to a dynamic object, but it's not dynamic in this case. It probably should be, and it would have made things simpler, but I'm just going to have an extra case. Apply backwards motion to... apply backwards motion to nostrils next to elephants. We have player trunk rotate up. What does that mean? It means that's moving into the dynamic. Then we move the dynamic down. So the thing's going to move down when... So it's the direction the rotate up is the direction the trunk was in. Yeah. Okay. The thing gets moved down. This is the same, so it's going to be a... if moving into a nostril, but we need to also know that the nostril can move in the way that it's trying to move. How do we do that in the other one? No trunk door up. Oh, we actually remove motion from nostril. When do we add the motion to up here? Right, yeah, we treat it as a special case. Oh no, I need so many rules then. Yeah, so I need to apply the motion and then remove it if it can't be used. Okay, rotate it up, stationary nostrils. Why don't I just make a group for both nostrils? Okay, let's do that. I could use that in this first section as well. Here. Because here, these are the same rules. No, they're not. Okay. No. Special rules required. Special rules required. It's not stationary dynamic, or is stationary dynamic. Well, no, stationary nostrils. But also no. In this case, I didn't actually check for that. But yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't need to check for the motion on the nostril. I need there to be no marker retracting. There wouldn't ever be a marker retracting. The rotation wouldn't be happening. Do I apply motion to the nostrils up here? Yes. There never will be. Okay, we just need to add a marker shifting though, so it is a different rule. I think we do. Yeah, we do. Why do we? Why not just use the motion? Let's just do it. Okay, stationary nostrils. I don't actually care about that. I don't care about anything else. I just care about applying that and doing marker shifting. And that needs to be there. So change all these dynamics to nostrils. And then move the stationary. And add marker shifting. Yep. Yep. Shifting. And then we want to remove that if there's no, if there's both of no. I'll just do that by saying only allow this if I inverse the condition. The reason I can't invert the condition is because I need it to be there's either a right or a left trunk. I can't do that without doing two. Well, that's not true. I just have a group representing them. Yeah, okay, hold on. So why don't I just let's do this. Let's say nostrils with a, in this case, there needs to be this is allowed. So it's allowed to push nostrils down if either of those, or if there's no horizontal structure. Trunca horizontal to make it match the other things. Horizontal. No trunca horizontal. Okay, this is a much better idea. Didn't think about that. There is a way of doing an or. Yeah, this is good, I think. However, some of them should be vertical. This should be vertical. This should be vertical. In theory, I could probably do the same thing the other place. Let's try this for now. Where are the trunk doors? There. Trunk door horizontal equals trunk door left, or trunk door right. Trunk door vertical equals trunk door up, or trunk door down. Go away. This, go up here. Not just down, okay. And come this way. Yeah, dude. That doesn't work. Why not? Well, probably because we've cancelled rotation. Probably the thing. But we're not even doing any of these rules. 389 onward. No, 384 is the previous thing that happened. Which is the end of the cancelling. Yeah, this is cancelling. Okay. I want to have not cancelled movement. Not cancelled rotation. Again, if there's a... Oh, holy moly. Well, it's this bit, isn't it? Okay, so we added that to this case, but we didn't add it to this case. What did we do? We said, if there's a... If there's a nostrils, then we don't... Okay, that's fine. So we just do the same kind of thing. Well, not quite. It's like this. So marker rotating, rotate. If there's nostrils, trunk nostrils, then we do player, marker rotating, rotate, we keep that. We put the action on that. We stop the cancelling. Then this only happens if it's a stationary marker rotating. That works. Does this work? Yes, it works. Cool. Nice. What about if I do... This should not work. Oh. Okay. That's fine. Just something to fix. We're not cancelling the rotation there. Because... Yeah. Is that also a problem with this? Yes. Okay, so this cancelling of the cancelling needs to be smarter and only do it if the trunk's going in a certain direction from the nostrils. Okay, and then we're pretty much done. I can probably go and fix up here where I removed motion if it's from an invalid permission rotation. Probably just only add it. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. So we cancel the cancelling. Hold on, these two different bugs. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. Right now, we're cancelling the cancelling if there's a nostril there that wants to move. Or it doesn't even matter if it wants to, if there's a nostril there. Right, bad. We want to only do it if there's a nostril there with, yep, with, in this case, a vertical trunk. And in the other case, a, wait, we don't want it, we want to cancel the cancel if there's a horizontal trunk in this case. Okay, how do I figure that out? Which direction is this going? So we've got the player and the trunk. This is vertical, this situation. This is vertical, then we want to cancel the cancel. This is vertical, which it is right now. And we don't want to cancel the cancel. And so we're not cancelling the cancel because there's a vertical thing. We want to cancel the cancel if there's a horizontal, so it's vertical there, vertical. Cancel the cancel if there is a horizontal, is that right? Cancel if there is a, I'm not quite sure, the horizontal. Then horizontal. Vertical. Go away. You go there. Do that around here. That's allowed. That's allowed. Should not be allowed. It's not allowed. That also should not be allowed because I haven't done it on the other thing yet. Holy moly, I think I'm getting there. Okay. So wait, was everything good? Everything was good except that. Because I haven't done the same thing here, the cancelling of the cancelling. So, similarly, cancelling of the cancelling, but it's going to be different in this case, it's the face. So I think it's going to be the same direction. Vertical face. Vertical face. Why do you change the lowercase? Be annoying. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Oh no. Vertical, vertical, horizontal. Horizontal. Then it should be trunk, nostrils, trunk, or vertical. I haven't quite figured out in my head, but I think that's the thing. That needs to be horizontal. Then that's going to be vertical. Trunk, nostrils there. There. I'm just intuiting what this should be. So, that stuff out of the way, merge you down. Go here, do this. That shouldn't be allowed. Have I blocked the wrong thing? That's allowed. That's allowed. So I haven't blocked that at all. I thought I was cancelling a cancel here. Stop rotation if trunk is where we want to draw. I mean, I am stopping the rotation. Maybe that's the thing there. It's not about stopping the rotation. It's about... Yeah, this is not to do with that. That's probably okay anyway. This is in rigid crate movement 1. Where I do... that. Or am I into the time now? In like 15 and a half hours. Sorry, 17 and a half. Okay. Why is that applying? Okay, so remove motion on nostrils if it's from an invalid rotation, a bit of a special case, sadly. That's what this is, right? We have a face moving into nostrils, the marker shifting, and no trunk. Hold on, so what's the direction here? The direction is left. Face to nostril. And there's no trunk to the left, no trunk to the right. Should be removing the motion. How is this happening? So when I do that, 3, 1, 4 is happening. So we're applying motion to the nostril. 3, 1, 5 is happening. Applying motion from the nostrils to the crate. And 320 is happening, which is this one. We should be removing motion from the nostrils. And 323 is happening. The motion from crates to nostrils. Okay. So it's just moving back, but the movement's bouncing back onto the nostrils. Maybe I should keep the marker shifting on the nostrils. And then later on go, well, if the nostrils are stationary, we have a marker shifting. Okay, I like the idea of that actually. Marker shifting. I think. Oh no. Disconnects. It shouldn't disconnect. It shouldn't move at all. Right, the problem is that we've already transferred motion to the thing. Just removing the motion doesn't actually do what we wanted to. Yeah, because everything else keeps going. Okay, removing motion is a terrible idea in here. I need to just not add the motion. That's not remove motion, that's just not add it in the first place. Yeah, so by doing a similar thing to what I did in the other thing, which was yeah, so dynamic to nostrils. This is the thing that adds motion to the nostril. Would only happen if there's the right set of things on the nostril. So vertical. Is this what I ended up with in the other one? There's just two rules, one for vertical, one for... No, there were 4 different rules, but I did split them by that. So we might end up with just 2. Where is it? Vertical, dynamic. Nostrils, no marker retracting. Vertical, same direction. We only want this to happen if there is a vertical, a vertical trunk door vertical. We want to keep that trunk door vertical. And then similarly, we copy that, we got a horizontal one. Horizontal, dynamic, change that to horizontal as well. Do this here, make these horizontal. Horizontal, that. Okay, what's gonna happen? Can't do that, cool. We should be able to do that. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. That's because of the secondary movement, that's fine. Oh no, what's happened there? What? What if I just walk past you, I drag you with me? Ah! Right, because I have a horizontal dynamic next to a thing. I'm no longer checking that I'm going in the same direction as the thing. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Is the elephant a dynamic? It is, isn't it? Dynamic. Yeah, yep. Okay. Right. So this is a problem. It's only when moving into it. Oh, okay. In which case, I just need to change the rule to be vertical, horizontal. Please tell me that was all it was. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Cool. That's broken. That's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. What about the cases I was actually trying to fix? I push you down. Then this way. If I do that, nothing. If I do that, that's good. If I do that, doesn't work. That doesn't work. Cool. That does work. That's right. And that also works. That's right. Okay, we're getting there. Problem is something. Okay, so I need to fix that in the other one as well, right? And here, oh no, because those have directions already. I think. I mean, they're sort of two. Yeah. Apply backwards motion. In this case, I know that the motion is always going to be horizontal, right? Layer. I'm going to set it downwards. So yeah, this is always horizontal. So I might actually just constrain that just in case. This will always be vertical, always be horizontal, and this will always be vertical. Okay, that's good. So that's the problem right now. That being allowed. It should be allowed. Not do that, yeah. Push but not rotate. Okay. Here. No, push you down first. Yeah, and do this stuff. That doesn't work. That does work. That's good. Anything. Anything. That does something. Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, that's a problem. Or do I pull it with me? Not that way. That way I pull it with me. That must be the rules up in rigid body 1. So we have a vertically we have a vertical dynamic. Yeah, this is this problem again. Oh no, okay. Vertical dynamic. We just need a separate rule for each. I do. That's all I need. Yes. I do. Okay. Up dynamic. Up dynamic. It's just that stays that. Okay, cool. All it is. This will be right. Then we copy the 2. It'll be down dynamic. Up to vertical. Down dynamic. That's all this is. Down. It'll be left. Yeah. This go up here, push away, push it down. And here. Here. That should not drag it. That should still work. That works. Cool. That works. Problem where I do this. Yes. Okay. Leaving lots in rule groups, so there's clearly an obvious problem there. Okay, so what's going wrong here? So what should this do? Should it be allowed? It should push. Yes. Pushing the crate. So it should push, but it shouldn't rotate, and the thing should go with the crates. So that's interesting. But the second half of the rotation shouldn't be happening. That's the problem. Why is the second half of the rotation happening? Probably because of the cancelling of the cancelling sign. Cancel cancels. These first two rules cancel the cancel. Then we actually cancel. First two rules cancel the cancel, then we actually cancel. Okie dokie, so what's going on here? So what should be happening is that the rotation gets cancelled, so we never end up going to the second rigid crate movement of that thing. Yep. Why is it not getting cancelled in this case? So why should it be getting cancelled? Because there is a so what matters is whether that's going to be already moving or not. Stationary nostrils. Stationary nostrils. It's just intuition again. Like, is that going to fix that? Yes. It appears to be fine. Go down here and nudge the thing itself. Okay. But then that happens. Okay. In that case, I don't want to cancel. What's the difference? The difference is that that can move. No, that's not the difference. I'm already doing that. So, like, I'm cancelling the cancel if the thing can move. I'm now only cancelling it, only cancelling the cancel if the thing is stationary. And in this case, it's not stationary. Right. So what matters is if it's stationary. Because the thing is, here it's moving in the direction. I guess it's shifting. Can I just check if shift? So here the cancel isn't cancelled because thing's not stationary. So let's get rid of that stationary again. That was the wrong thing to do. But I do want the move to be cancelled in this situation. No, not that situation. This situation. Look. Wait, did I restart or not? I didn't restart. I would like to so I would like to not cancel this cancel. Okay, so only cancel this cancel. Oh my god, the double negative is confusing. Only cancel this cancel if So in this situation, I do want it to cancel, so I want to not cancel the cancel. I'm only cancelling the cancel. I want it to not cancel the cancel. Oh yeah, I want it to happen. Oh yeah, I want the cancel to happen. So cancel should happen in this case. In which case, let's not cancel the cancel. Why should it happen in this case, not in the other case? Because it's moving in a particular direction. We only want to cancel the cancel if it's moving perpendicularly to the actually this situation that I'm dealing with. I only want to cancel the cancel if the nostrils are moving perpendicularly to this. That's not true. All I've got right now. Is it the opposite? Well, that's right. You're right. I move that way and then push it down a bit. It's there. What happens if I'm like... that should work. Why does that not work? Oh, another thing. Or is that always just a problem? Or have I just made that a problem? Okay, that's now a problem again. Ooh, every time I fix one bug, another bug pops up. Okay, so... So I must be allowing a cancel to happen here that shouldn't be happening. Yeah. Space adjacent to elephants, it's this situation again, it's the one I just changed. In this case... Well, in this case, it's stationary. Okay, that's the problem. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for a perpendicular nostrils. Cancel the cancel. I also want to look for stationary, so stationary or perpendicular. So just duplicate the rules. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Stationary. Stationary, stationary. Let's try this again. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Push that back up. Push it that way. Cool. Let's do this again. Go up. There. Push it down. Here. Check that this works. It does. Down. Doesn't work. That does work. Does work. I think I'm done. Okay. Just to check if I like. Yeah, that's correct. If I do, I need to check all possible rotations. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, I think motion is done, which is actually perfect timing because I need to go. Perfect. Okay, hold on. Let's throw in some more stuff. I feel like this probably needs more rules, but whatever. What a nightmare. Let's throw in some extra blocks and let's do some crazy things. Let's do this. 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 Oops. And you. Let's also do like a T-shape thing. Why not? So T-shape would be this. And that. And that. I haven't tried a T-shape yet. This. No. A bunch of stuff. Okay. T-shape, come here. You all come here. You all go there and then do a weird. Okay. Right. Let's all like here. Do like this. Do something like this. And then also go and nudge this. Hey Adam. It's like the movement's actually working, I think. And the thing I've been most stuck on for like the last few hours is this, like if I push a block with the trunk attached to it, or if because then the corollary of that is that if I push something with the trunk attached to it and then go around here, because that's the only way to form like a right angle in the path. Like well, I mean, there's obviously those right angles, but I mean like a right angle without this like kink in the corner. So because of that, if I go up here and like try and move some of this stuff out of the way, which is actually really difficult because there's so much stuff you get out of the way, You come down here. Oh, was that good? Yeah, that was good. Okay, that's fine. It's always a bit surprising when I see something move without the elephant moving. That's okay. But then I also need to be able to push this, and that is working. Cool. Also, with rotation. Yep. And if I go and push this now, that should keep pushing that way. What a nightmare. Okay, let's see what happens if I retract this. Exactly what should happen. Perfect. Oh, movement done. I can move on to the other stuff. However, I need to go and do some stuff. Okay. It feels really good. I hope the puzzles end up being interesting enough. Indeed, look at the rules. Oh, no, it's still going, still going. There we go. Yeah. So next thing after this, okay, so I can get rid of that. That's sorted. Finally, my to-do list is done. Next thing on the to-do list is to add water, which is going to be these blocks are going to drop into the water, and then they're going to drop into the water, and then you can walk on them as platforms. It's going to be like Monsters Expedition style. I think that's the plan. Maybe I should do doors and buttons. Water's more fun. I like the adventure. Yeah, 8 hours on rules. Instead, it was more like 18 hours on rules. Oh, you have an entry. Cool. Did you do it? Wait, was it you that was flying? Lost track of. You said what? If it was you that was flying, did you do it on the flight? And yeah, I guess I better head off. Cool. I look forward to seeing your entry. Make sure to post it in the Discord if you haven't already. I've seen a few of the things that have been posted already. I'm so jealous of people that have already done rules and art and other stuff. I've only done the rules. I guess everybody else is probably using considerably less time than me. I'm planning to use the full 48 hours, which means I'll probably be doing it all week. All right, yeah, okay, cool. Goodbye. See you later.